Hi, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about branding, what it is, how you do it, and how you maintain it. Branding is a huge part of business, whether you're an influencer, a brand, or a brick and mortar. Your brand should tell your story, and it should let people know who you are from the moment they see your logo. You're building a brand, and the brand is going to speak for your company in unspoken words and metaphors. You need to make sure that your brand is consistent across all platforms. Every single platform you have should be branded exactly the same. You can have variations of the pictures that you post, but you really do need to make sure that it is branded in a way where people will come to that platform and know immediately who they're looking at and what they offer. When you establish your brand, you're going to want to create a brand kit. A brand kit identifies your logo, it identifies the type of font that you're using, it identifies your colors, it identifies any other nuances of the brand. And typically, you keep this brand kit in your marketing materials. Canva allows you to create a brand kit in your Canva profile, which helps you to stay on brand, and it actually helps Canva to keep you on brand. This is a really important thing. I don't think people understand how important fonts are for a brand, but people's eyes really do notice a brand based on their font, their kerning, the color and style. Everything is important when it comes to branding. Once you establish your brand, you're going to want to create branded collateral. These are going to be photos that are branded, or they're going to be different assets for media publications, maybe Facebook or Instagram, that look like your brand. They're going to want to incorporate your logo in some way or your brand colors. Your website should reflect your brand as well. Ultimately, you want to make sure that if people see you on the internet, they know who you are. And if you have a brick and mortar, you want your brick and mortar to be branded the same way. This is one of the things that really stands out to me a lot when I work with boutique yoga studios. A lot of times boutique yoga studios, they have one logo or a brand look and feel on their website, and then you go into their studio and it's like you've gone into a completely different business. And there needs to be continuity between the two. When you are branding, you need to make sure that people know who you are and they can see your story and your values right there in your brand. Clean, efficient, connected. You want them to know who you are. When the brand isn't consistent, it's muddled. It doesn't look right. There's no clear communication there. And that sometimes can impact your business. As you develop your brand and you become more popular, you will notice that people will start to gravitate to your brand, and they might even start to encroach on your brand a little bit. Once you've established your brand, nobody has the right to come in and take that brand from you unless they are a brand ambassador and you've created a relationship with them. They don't have the right to use your logo or use your colors or use your likeness in anything that they do, whether it's in social media or on their own website. This has been something that actually has come up frequently in the yoga community. People will develop a brand and then they become very successful. And then other individuals, sometimes even employees, decide that they want to use that same brand look and feel on their website. That's not okay. And that's actually copyright infringement. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that our brand is unique to us, that it speaks our language and our mission. As you get even bigger, you will start to partner and have brand ambassadors. This is a great way to work collaboratively with people who have looked up to you or with people who want to work with you. You can create relationships similar to relationships that ALO has with their brand ambassadors, where they are speaking for another brand on their page. You can go back and forth, sort of creating a symbiotic relationship where both parties benefit. At the end of the day, you need to remember that branding is important, and your brand is worth a lot of your time, money, and energy. Protecting your brand is important. Once you reach a point where you are, several thousand users, you're probably going to want to trademark and copyright your brand so that individuals don't inadvertently encroach or infringe on your copyright. When you find that you have reached a point where you would like to collaborate with other brands as brand ambassadors, feel free to reach out to them and offer collaborative opportunities. Affiliate opportunities and brand collaboration are very popular in the yoga community, and we'll be discussing those a little later when we talk about advertising. Ultimately, your brand is gold. Protect it and make sure it's consistent across all platforms.